12.2K, down $136 on the day. I think I'm up like 13-14% so far overall. Mainly that was pretty much just because of Oscar Day. Everything else was either up or about even. I guess I had a small loss on Zeta, but that was about it. SPY here today, down 0.07, basically did nothing all day. Making a little bit of a bull candle here, we can see. Still continuing this bullish trend, nothing to say that it's going to stop. RSI is at 68, so it's not quite overvalued yet, but getting close. MACD is high as well. And then I can start going through. First off, Oscar. Oscar had a pretty bad day, down 3% on the day. I'm not too concerned though. We went to the bottom of this range and then bounced right back off the bottom, which you can see that when we go here, most of the times we bounce out of it, with this being the exception. So yeah, I'm expecting for us to have this be a bottom or about the bottom, and then either go up and down this range and then pop out, or just go out immediately. Either way, we'll probably be sideways or maybe slightly positive going into earnings, and I expect a huge jump on earnings with good financials is what I am expecting. So I don't see a reason to sell here, and then RSI just dropped all the way 37, and the MACD is extremely low, so it should be reversing pretty soon. This was a okay bullish candle, but would have liked something better. Next up is Meta. On Meta, we can see we fell through this trend line, but I was late on the move. Right now, we are here at 704, right on top of this range. So looks like we could just break right back out. I'm not sure. I'm thinking with earnings that we're probably going to be fine. It's hard to say. We're at a 50 RSI, so I think we might just have this be a second opportunity to get in and then just have a good earnings is what I'm expecting here. I don't think it's a good enough reason to get out of the stock. I might consider having my shares, but other than that, we look fine for right now. There's not much reason for me to sell as I already missed the move. Palantir, I'm considering probably selling half my shares on open. We can see this trend line here we've been respecting very strongly. And then this trend line down here, which has also been respected pretty strongly. We're at the top of this range, so I'm expecting us to go down and test this trend line again. RSI is at 68, so we might stay up here a little. We might test it like one more time before we go down. MACD is starting to get up and probably going to start curling, but we'll see. OPFI. So for OPFI, we're just trading within this range. Earnings are coming up. We look to be maybe starting to crawl. But yeah. This one, we're back into this range, which seems to be a good support area. And we can see that we're going sideways here, which I think is a good sign that this is working as a strong support. We can see RSI is at 37, so our RSI is also low. So I'm expecting us to eventually jump back out of this. It kind of sucks that we're down now. I got in at a bad time on like all these stocks, but not much I can do. Zeta, I think this one I've actually been doing good on. Yeah. Whoops. Zeta, we have this range up here that I'm targeting. We went into the range, tried to get in, broke right back out down, tested this range down here. I think I got in at, what price did I get in? Average price of 15.59, so I got in. Is that right? 15.59. Oh. So I actually got in this at a pretty bad time. I guess I got in like right out here or something at one of these points. But we went down, tested this, and going right back up. I'm not sure. I might sell when we get back up here and just take the small gain and get out. RSI is at 59, so once we get up there, we're gonna be pretty expensive. We'll have to see. Celsius. Celsius, we are still above this trend line. We don't really have an area to go test. You could maybe argue down here. We made a higher low, so I'm not too concerned yet. And it looks like we might be having some recovery off of it. That's kind of just a continuation of the bullish candle, so hopefully we should go up off of that. That would be a decent sign. We are at 53 on the RSI, so we're not overbought, oversold. And MACD is going down, which, I mean, makes sense. Kind of can hope for that to curl. Either way, I'm not too worried about this right now. It's not gotten bad yet. Oklo. Oklo's doing well. We were back right at the top of this range here. I'm expecting us to either have a good day tomorrow and then go up. Where's my arrows? We could go up here and then go back down. Whoops. We could just go up like this, or we could do the other one I drew, which is like this. Either way, I think we're probably gonna have a good time with this stock. We could also see, again, that just drop, test the bottom of this range, and then break out. Obviously, that could happen once or twice. The ranges are pretty far out. We can see we've started that curl on the MACD. RSI is like right at 69, which nice. We're probably gonna need some sideways momentum to build up that strength to go up, is what I'm thinking. That would be an all-time high as well. I probably should sell maybe half my position and then try to get in at the bottom of this range. That would probably be smart of me. I'm up, let's see, 10% on Oklo right now. Microsoft is just respecting this trend line, similar to what Palantir has been doing. And then let's see, we have kind of another trend line, sort of like this, I suppose. Kind of just going back and forth in this tiny little range of the trend line. RSI has just been floating here in the 70s, which is kind of funny. I don't know what to say. This is just a very weird graph here. I'm thinking going into earnings, we might have a drop just because everyone's not going to want to buy even more into the stock. I might, not sure. I have a small position in this, so I can feel a lot more comfortable risking into earnings. But yeah, if we have a bad earnings, we could easily target this area down here, or even down to like this area possibly. I'll have to see. I'll have to think about it a little more as well. Next is Roku. Okay, that's why I drew this box. Again, just respecting the trend line. We kind of have this type of trend line going on right now. We seem to just be respecting this, and again, hanging around this fairly high RSI level. MACD is also high, kind of same thing as Microsoft, or yeah, Microsoft. This might be a good time to sell at the top of this range because we're unlikely to break out. This is likely to work as a little bit of a resistance level. So yeah. I guess now we can look at the watch list. We have Clove Health, which down 2% yesterday. Seems to just be continuing what I was predicting, which is that it's going to go down and go into this kind of wedge. You would want to buy probably once it breaks out of this wedge. So for right now, it's not a good time. Serve. It looks to be testing this this range here. Could be a good buy right now, actually. I might consider that. Oklo, Oscar Rodian. GR is not doing anything right now. Hims had a okay day, I guess. Looks to be starting this trend line here. Looks to be respecting it today. If it goes out tomorrow, that'd be a good sign. Rivian, not really doing anything. If I were gonna buy Rivian, I'd want to do it at this low area here. Archer, really expensive. SRFM, Surfair, also just expensive. So we already looked at these. What about Joby? This is one that's been getting a lot of talk as well. The thing about Joby is, look at Surfair. Huge jump up, and then we got a sell off. Joby, huge jump up. What do we think is probably going to happen with a 87 RSI right now? Especially going into earnings, you'd have to absolutely kill those earnings to have anything good happen to the stock. I'm just not believing it. Like, look, this is obvi. It jumps up huge and then goes straight back down. What about CZ? Same thing. Jumps up. Whew, huge sell off. Archer just had a crazy IPO. Rivian, similar thing with Rivian, all this type of stuff. What about Lucid? Do we have any Lucid plays? I saw it jumped up to like $3 the other day. Lucid seems to just love. Where is it? Seems to love kind of just this range down here. It loves to just go into this range down here and then jump up afterwards. Sad times. But yeah, it jumps up. Reality sets in. Jumps up. Reality sets in. Just over and over. Huge buying. I don't know what news this was in relation to, but huge buying up 36%, went down 2.56% yesterday. Having that huge jump up is a good sign, typically. But we'll see. Oh, I think they had it was some kind of deal. I can't remember what the deal was. It was something to do with taxis. I can't remember. But that could change the fundamentals, so this could turn around. But as far as price action goes, 74 on the RSI. MACD is, well, looks good for right now, but looks like it is gonna be bound to curl. And so yeah, I guess I could look at the Qs. Qs, we have, ignore that. Nice jump up here, just following the trend line. Same thing as a SPY. Kind of a nothing burger of a candle yesterday. Good sell-off pressure, which is not a good sign. RSI is overbought, so it's hard to say because you just never know when the move's actually going to happen. Like, this is the last time we were both 70 on the RSI.